And there's some idiot said to me, oh yeah, one day you'll be able to have all this on a phone. I was like, don't talk stupid. Hi, I'm Steve from 1233D. Today on the weekly layer shift, we have some more hot topics for you. Stay tuned. So first up, Chitty have announced a new machine. Yes, you heard it right, a new machine, another one. Yep.
Another one.
They have released the Chitty Plus5. So Chitty have released the Plus5. Highlights of the Plus5 include the following: upgraded active cooling system, next level motion precision, next gen auto leveling. There's a lot of next gen here and new features. The Plus5 also boasts a larger print area than its predecessor, the Plus4, stepping up the build volume from 305 by 305 to 320 by 320, and I think it was 300 on the Z height on the Plus5. Chitty have also launched Chitty Maker app, meaning users have the ability to browse thousands of prints from their phone. So this is becoming very reminiscent of obviously a lot of the premium printer brands, as we know. Prusa have done it with printables, Bamboo Lab have done it with MakerWorld, and now Chitty appear to be doing a similar sort of thing. I don't know whether they're actually direct linking out to different sites, so basically they've incorporated some kind of search engine into the slicer that you type in and it will probably go to one of the said websites and find the file for you. But basically all pre-configured profiles to send it directly to their printer instantly. So that would actually imply that they have adopted a database of their own. Now where these files are coming from, I have no idea. When I do know, I will let you guys know. But yeah, definitely one worth considering. We can confirm pre-order live today. The date today is the 5th of August. So by the time you see this, pre-order will be live. So the Plus5 has a new custom belt reducing vibration caused by the tool head's motion. So basically they have implemented some kind of custom belt that reduced the vibration. As we know, this is resonance through basically print acceleration and whatever else that resonates in vibrations that can have an adverse effect on your print quality. So what they're saying here is that they've basically designed a belt that has the ability to reduce that vibration. So again, I can't comment or deny on this because I haven't seen it or used it, but if I get the opportunity to, I will definitely check out that feature. We have an active chamber heating temperature of 65 degrees maximum, and we have an active tool head cooling system with an air conditioner for your extruder, delivering powerful airflow to reduce heat creep and clogging. They implemented this on a different machine. I think it was the 4 Max or the Max 4, whichever way around that was, and they basically offer it with a polar cooler, which was acclaimed and marketed to be like an air conditioning refrigeration unit that then blew cold air to the actual extruder, giving you external cool air blowing into your heated chamber, cooling the part quicker. That was how it was marketed, but after we did a little bit of research and reading into the actual subject, it wasn't refrigerated. It was basically just drawing air in from outside the enclosure via this unit, which again is beneficial because if you have got a heated chamber and it is circulating the air inside the chamber, you're not effectively cooling because you're blowing warm air back over your print. So if you can draw fresh clean air in from outside, definitely going to be beneficial. It will be a lot more efficient in cooling your prints, which will give you optimal print quality in the long run. Sorry to interrupt, I'm Steve from the future. Just to let you guys know, we do have a website to fulfill all of your 123 3D printing needs. So if you haven't done so already, please do check out the link in the description where you can have a browse across our whole product range. And if you're outside the UK, please don't forget to check out our sister stores. We have these based in the Netherlands, in Ireland, and also in Sweden. Back to the video. It has a maximum nozzle temperature of 370 degrees and advanced AI anomaly detection. We've had this on a lot of machines in the past. They claim to have AI detection and whatever else. The price for the regular model is claimed to be $749 USD, or if you want the combo which includes the Chitty box, that is going to be $899 USD. So not a bad price really for the machine, albeit you've got a 320mm square build plate and 300 on the Z, so it's not a bad build volume for that price. Basically, if you buy the combo, you're getting it for less than $900 US. So if you're in the market for a Chitty, or you want something that's capable of printing a little higher temperature materials, then give it a look, check them out. Then, I'm sorry to burst everybody's bubble, we have found the world's fastest Benchy. You heard it right, the world's fastest Benchy. We came across a post today on Reddit, and we have now discovered that a Benchy has been found in the wild, traveling at a speed of 5,369 miles per hour. Beat that, Voron. They didn't print it at that speed. They basically fired it down a, I'm going to call it a wind tunnel at that speed. How they achieved this speed, I can only assume from some kind of atom cannon. It has just got, I've got really weird visions of some nutty professor stood there with a grenade launcher on his shoulder, loaded with a Benchy, like, send it, and it's gone. With Mr. Plod stood halfway down with his speed gun. How else would you measure this? You know, I mean, that is going to be a crack. You're not going to see or hear nothing. I don't even know how it's possible to measure, but it is, and they've done it. So yeah, anybody on the, you know, Benchy challenge, throw in the towel. You ain't beating that. Not ever. I mean, and if you do, I want to know what machines they did it on, because send me the plans, I'll build my own. The experiment was done in a hypersonic tunnel in order to see the shockwave formations. Why would anybody need to see the shockwave formations of a 3D printed Benchy? Are we going to use these as life-size battleships or something? I have no clue what. The fact that this guy has time in his busy life as a mad scientist to actually perform these experiments is testament to something. I mean, is it for the greater good? I can't see it is. Is it in the nature of fun? Absolutely yes. He's probably just one of these guys that thought, can I, should I? Yeah, why the hell not? And just like cracked on with it. The mad scientist who completed the experiment had this to say: you have to be careful, everything is not anchored. Sometimes even things anchored get yeeted pretty good and has to stop somewhere. I totally agree. I mean, if you're getting propelled down a hypersonic tunnel at 5,000 miles per hour, anything you hit ain't going to end well. So I would make sure that it's profusely bolted down, or better still, get out of the way. And last up, ladies and gentlemen, the Aliencell X1 has been discounted until the end of August. All orders through the website. We will leave a link in the description. Honestly, guys, if you're in the market for a laser cutter, laser engraver, check out this machine. We've had it now for a prolonged period of time, and it still performs absolutely faultlessly. It's a really good machine. Very, very high speed, very, very capable and accurate, and it's just a joy to use. So as I say, if you are in the market for a new laser, and it is a large machine for your workshop, definitely check it out. We have done videos on it, so we will leave links to those in the description as well. That will run right until the end of August. Once that time has passed, the price will go back. That is it from me on this week's weekly layer shift. If you haven't done already, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. And if you've got any questions about anything that I've spoken about in this week's layer shift, please do drop it in the comments box below. I would love the interaction, and yeah, let's get some conversations rolling. Please, I'm begging you. That is it from me. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.